What's going on, everybody? It's our Mike, and we are inside my truck. It is obviously 8:41 on a Thursday evening, August 30th. I haven't done a video on one of these in a while, so today we have a Amazon package. This is sponsored by my wallet, like literally out of my own pocket. So, in other words, no sponsors. Not being paid to review anything, not being given an item. I had purchased the item in here with my own hard-earned money, and it's actually a cheap item, but it's something I wanted to share with you guys because we all have vehicles. Most of us do, or those of you that are starting to drive will get a vehicle, and you need to charge your phone. And of course, a running working vehicle is a good way to charge without killing a battery pack. So obviously you need things to charge your phones with, like cables and chargers. So today we have a charger we're going to talk about. This is iREIZTEC is how you pronounce this. This is a dual USB car charger with a safety hammer, which is pretty cool. Safety hammer, in other words, this point at the bottom is actually a spring loaded, so those of you that need a safety device in your vehicle, hopefully you never need to use it. Like, honest to God, hopefully you never get stuck in a car that's being submerged in water. You veer off the road, you're avoiding somebody, and you are near a body of water, and your car ends up being submerged and you are stuck in your vehicle. A safety hammer like this will be a good way for you to break out. Other options would be, I don't know if the safety hammer would work so well if there's no pressure built up, but for maybe for carjacking, or you need to escape and you can bust through the glass, safety hammer would be good for that. This charger is actually $12.99. Now you guys can't tell too well, but this is kind of a gold, like bronze packaging. And I know the camera's trying to adjust for it, so on top of a flat black, so it's actually a nice box. So on the box we have, this is made for autos and 2 ports for charging. It also shows on here LED light screen, which is nice because it not only tells you like what your battery on the car is doing, like what your power is coming from your battery or what's going into your battery right now, but it also gives you a readout of how many amps and watts you are pulling from the charger to your phone. And then also the max on this is 34 watts is what this can handle, and like I said, it is a safety hammer. So that is about it. On the back side we have our output, 34 watts total, maximum support for fast charging. It does do fast charging. It does do quick charge 3.0, which is nice. It's another reason why I was interested in this. Made for autos, 12 volt, 24 volt. For use, port 1 is up to 10 watts. Output voltage DC 5 volts. Output current 2 amps max, if you guys can see that. For port 2, you have up to 24 watts. Output voltage in DC is 5 volts, 9 volts, and 12 volts. And output is 2 amps max as well. So quite easy to tell there. Obviously this is still sealed. I have not cracked this open. It is a sealed box. So let's go ahead and do so. We will crack open from this side. Get our knife out. Sorry if that was kind of loud. I know we are in an enclosed vehicle, so things will sound much louder. And let's go ahead and open this up. And we are actually recording just using the light coming out of my truck's dome light. I have no light set up in here, nothing. So first thing I feel is this packaging is kind of a fake felt type. There is part of our charger that you can see, and our manual, and that is it. There's nothing else inside that box. So just charger, manual, and the package. So dual USB car charger with a safety hammer. Very cool. I have nothing to test the safety hammer with, and I'm not about to bust any glass in any of my vehicles that I have, so that might be something I have to go to a scrapyard and give a shot and see if it actually works. So anyway, charging your device on the instructions, technical specifications, notices on it from the FCC, and that's about it. Quite simple. On the back side of our instructions here, meet your car charger, telling you everything about it here. and then the springs, safety hammers position, where you should plug in it, getting your car going. Alright, so we're just going to plug it in. I have in my truck here actually 3 USB ports. You can't see them. There's one here, 2, and a third. So we will go ahead and plug it in and see what my battery is doing. Right now on my dash, my battery is showing me that I'm about 14 volts total, and my voltage is right in this area. You can see my finger moving over that. So I'm a little over the 14 from the angle where the camera's sitting. You can't tell it, but I can see it. So let's pull this puppy out. And the way you'll want this is your ports on the top side. The iREIZTEC on the top side. We will plug that straight in. And we should get, let's do this port. My ports are kind of finicky, not gonna lie. Let's try my third one. This third one has normally worked well before. I wonder if there's something blocking this. There we go. So now we are getting a reading. We are at 14.3 volts in my truck, so that's good. I actually use what would be your cigarette butt ashtray, which some vehicles do and don't have these days. I actually use that for keeping one of my charging cables in. So we will go back to our booklet here for a second and make sure I want the port that can handle USB quick charging. And that would be port number 2, can handle 24 watts, max of 2 amps. So we will try port 2. Port 2 would be our, I believe it's the top port. Port 1 would be our basic port. So we will do top port first. Now this is a USB A. So we're plugged in. This is my original LG. And we'll plug that in. It's type C, from USB A to type C. We'll plug that puppy in. And we are charging. See if we get our quick charge symbol. And I'm not seeing a quick charge symbol popping up right there, so that must be port 1. That's showing at an 8th, 0.4, 0.5, 1.3 amps, 1.6 amps. I think we are in fast quick charging now. I'll go back to our lock screen and let's see. No, we are not quick charging on this port. So let's go ahead and switch. Pop that puppy out. Go down a port. And see, yep. So it is the second port. We are actually getting quick charge now. Look at the battery icon there. You will see on this one, there is our quick charge logo over the battery. So we are getting quick charge right now on the second port. So if we can make out, probably won't be able to, trying to look and see what our amperage is. We are doing 1.6 amps at the moment pulling, so that's good. So we are quick charging. So that is a pretty cool charger. I like the build of it. I like the look of it. Let me pull this out. I'll unplug that. Take a look at it. So a beveled steel edge going around the front, our LCD display, which we'd seen, quick charge port, standard port. It is a nice build, honestly. It's a nice feeling build. And then, like I said, we have our hammer here with our springs. And I do not know how to arm that, but I will read through the instructions on it. But that is quite cool. I like the feel of it. It's got some weight to it too. It's not like a plastic feel. It actually does have like a lot of metal components to it, giving it a nice heavy build. So that is it for our port. Obviously it's working fine. Let's give it a shot on this one. So I think it basically just takes a second for it to boot, depending on what port you plug into. And it could just be that my ports are on my truck here kind of dirty and they need a good cleaning. See, Now it's reading no problem on that one. Let's do our next port over. This is the nice part. Anybody that has a truck, you guys, an older truck, you guys probably understand how it is to have 2 or 3 ports, which is nice. So that is it for this video. If you guys like the video, please hit that like button, comment, subscribe. You know all the things to do. Leave a comment below if you have any questions. This is RF Mike. Hit that bell icon. Have a great night.